You've asked for it and you got it. We are going to do a boy layout, and this is for Scrap the Boys, and this is the August challenge. So the challenge is tic-tac-toe. So all you gotta do is use the supplies to get a 3 in a row, diagonal, horizontal, or vertical. I am gonna go for a blackout, where you've used every single piece on this board. And I'm really excited. I decided, you know what? Let's just go for it and use the supplies. We have them, we better use them. So let's talk about the photo and what I'm using to go ahead and use this. This is a cute little photo of my son playing Trouble. He's small, and so the table was at a bad height, and he was really struggling to pop the Trouble board. So my title is definitely going to be Pop It, because I think that's super cute. And I'm going to be using kind of a mix of collections. So I have the Cartabella Family Fun Night, I've got the Simple Stories Family Fun, and I've got the Photo Play Family Fun Night. All about games and that kind of thing. So this is actually from Cartabella, and I just love this piece of paper. Love the dark blue, but also just really like this as well. Now my whites don't match, and I don't know that you're gonna tell by the end of this. It's not gonna be the primary focus that your whites don't match. And I'm doing white on white too, which, you know, it just is one of those weird things I'm not a huge fan of. But so I punched this out with an old school Fiskars punch that you can't buy it anywhere else anymore unless you're at a garage sale or something. It's sticky, it's hard to punch, you know, but I am keeping it because for whatever reason, I just love this edge. Now I'm going to try to make a visual triangle with this edge. So I've got a black piece that's going to go down here, and you'll see the black come into my 3 clusters as well. And then I've got a yellow piece that I print and punched out of scrap. So don't forget you have those solid color scraps. Now when I store my scraps, I do store them by color, and I usually store the ones that have a pattern with the pattern paper. But my ones that are die cut ready, which is clear or no pattern, end up in my little scrap bag. So that's my base page. It is super simple. Now, let's talk about our items. So, first thing on the list is a journaling card. That's right here. Isn't that super cute? And that's going to be my title base down at the bottom here. So I'm going to scoot that all the way over. I might even scoot this just in a little bit. That looks good. And then I've got a weird kind of gap going on right there, so I'm going to cover it. And I'm going to use another journaling card. So I know it didn't say use 2, but I figured since I'm already using one, I'm going to use another. I guess that's really more of an ephemera piece, but that's okay. So we've got the journaling card. Let's mark that off our list. Okay, next thing we're going to go for is the decorative pins. Now, there's a couple different definitions of decorative pins. I'm going to take it as this kind of thing. So this is a pin, and I have a star on top. So I thought this would be kind of cute, tucked underneath some stuff. So I'm going to land that right about there. So there's my decorative pins. Now we got to get some arrows on there. Now I have a chevron punch, but when you take the chevrons out, they look like arrows. So that's what I'm going to classify as my arrows. So this is actually going to land behind my stars. Now, none of this is glued down at this point, so it's going to be shifting and moving and that kind of thing, but I do want to give you kind of an idea of where stuff's going to go. So you'll see these arrows pop out throughout my layout, but I thought that was kind of a cool effect to have some different colors behind these stars. And I'm going to make sure that when I do put these on the layout, I want to stagger them so that one is higher than the other. Okay, so we've got our arrows. Look at that. Already a tic-tac-toe. Woohoo! Just in the one cluster. That's pretty neat. Now I've got some other things that I want to add. So there's a video that goes along with this little instance where I am encouraging him to pop it because it's just so stinking cute. So I made a QR code out of a free QR code generator. And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to stack 2 foam pieces. And these pins are going to go between the 2 foam pieces, right behind that. And then I've got some die cuts here that are going to kind of land like this. And then chipboard. Chipboard is one of the items that needs to be on my layout. So that's going to land kind of like that. So my chipboard is done. I've got some more chipboard here that's stars. So that's fun. That's going to kind of go around. And then I've got brads. So I have white brads. I don't really want the brads to stand out. So I chose white to kind of blend into the background. And they're going to be kind of like a little cluster. Just a little filling out the cluster. So I've got my chipboard and I need 5 brads. So almost there. Next cluster, we're going to move up to the left because this is where the spacing is going to come into play. So I've got items over here that I'm going to go ahead and use. This is a die cut, and I thought I really like this color and that shape, so it's going to kind of poke out of this a little bit. And then I've got a chipboard from Some Assemblage Required. I don't know that this is available. She tends to move her product pretty quickly, and when it's gone, it's gone. So I don't know that she has this anymore. I did get it quite a while ago, and I kind of feel bad that I'm just now using it, but it is what it is. Okay, so then I'm also, see here, I'm black. Now I'm going to add some arrows again to emphasize my chipboard, or I'm sorry, my wood veneer. So that's wood veneer. And then I've got a little cluster of stars I was going to put like right down there. And I've got a couple brads that I was going to sprinkle around, kind of like enamel dots. And then I've got buttons, and I added some twine to them. It's a super easy way to cover the holes on these tags. So I'm using buttons. So I've got 2 buttons and I've got twine. So I have my 5 brads, I've got 6 brads really. I'm going to end up with 9 because I want that number. I want the 9 number. 3 and 3 and 3. Okay. So buttons and washi tape are my last 2 items. Oops, hang on. We got to get our title on there. Pop it. Super cute. I put that on wax paper, and those alphas are actually from Pink Fresh, oddly enough, but I really like their alphas. It's actually one of the products that I really, really like from Pink Fresh. They do a good job with their alphas. Okay, my last cluster, I have a couple stickers that I'm going to place inside that frame, and it's so much easier to work on this than it is wax paper, so I went ahead and just did that. Perfect. And then I'm going to do those arrows again. This is the 3rd place that we've got those arrows going, and they're going to point down. So that means I probably need to shift this just a little bit, or I need to shift my cluster here. Actually, it looks pretty good when it's overlapped, so that might be how it goes. We'll see. And then I'm going to add some stars in there, and my last button. So there's my last button. And then some stars. I have a hard time using buttons on layouts because I feel like they don't really match anything. I don't know. That could just be me. And then some little more brads. Just to kind of surround the stars. Just like that. Okay, so now the washi tape. That's the one thing I'm like, I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I am going to put it somewhere. I'm going to put it somewhere. So, I was thinking, I've got the washi tape from this collection, or I have some stars, and I might just end up doing this stuff. So this is kind of like the, I don't know, it's supposed to be, I think it's like bingo or something. I don't know, some sort of game. So I'm thinking I might just have it poke behind this ephemera piece, just on top, kind of like that. Yeah, I think that'll look good. And that's my washi tape. So that is my Blackout Scrap the Boys August challenge. Don't forget to play along on Facebook, and then they also have a blog. So I hope you enjoyed this video. A lot of people have been asking for masculine pages, so this will definitely be in the masculine layouts playlist, and you can check that out at the end of the video if you need more inspiration for masculine layouts. I hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.